can't wait any longer for Luke.
Okay.
We just quit. We quit Luke. He's not going to be on. Oh, there he is. Never mind. What's up, everybody? This is the Squeegee Life Podcast, and we're here with Luke and Reanna, the window cleaners. This is pretty awesome. And Mark.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We're definitely live, dude.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
We're definitely on. Mark's back too. Mark decided to grace us with his presence. He decided to come on the podcast.
Excited, man.
Yeah, he was like, dude, I've been chomping at the bit. I feel like we haven't done this podcast in like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, I almost, when you guys were on when I was in Texas, I almost busted the phone out onto Skype and see if I could get through, but it was I had such a bad signal and it was so hot outside, dude. At 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock at night in Texas, it's still like 98 degrees. It's freaking crazy. It's crazy. The whole place is a giant oven.
I don't do. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, why wasn't it that you could make it to the huge convention?
Because my brother retired from the Air Force and he's stationed in Texas, so I went out for his retirement party. So it was the exact same weekend that was the huge convention, but I'll be there next year, no doubt.
All right, you better. Hey, you know what? Hey, if you don't go to next year's convention, I'm going to be mad at you, Mark.
Dude, next year is in Georgia, man. I'm driving.
Okay.
I'm bringing a trailer load. I'm bringing a trailer.
I think you need to. You know what we should do, and I'm just spitballing here. You know, you and I talked about this a little bit earlier this week. I think that we should have a barbecue competition. I think we should have a barbecue competition at the next huge convention. And I don't want to, I like the idea. It's kind of like, me and Mark are spitballing it and everything. I think it would be super cool if we had like however many teams with an entry fee. And then every person on the barbecue team has to be a window cleaner. So it's window cleaner versus window cleaner barbecue competition. Come to Atlanta and get your ass kicked by me and Mark. And hopefully
put it this way. I'll tell you what. I got several notifications that I was called out that my shit is amateur hour. And I'm cool with that.
I know one guy that did.
Okay.
Yeah, I got several notifications.
I'm going to put this out right now. Let's put this out here right now. Atlanta, Georgia, next year. Okay?
Yeah.
$1,000 entry fee.
Okay.
I'll put up the G right there. $1,000. Let's get 10.
Let's see who's the pro and who ain't the pro. Yeah. We're ready to throw down the gauntlet.
Let's put up 10 teams. That's 10 G's. Okay, if we can get WCR to get on board.
Yeah.
$5,000
Thad Eckhoff and Chris Lambertides. That's who we need to talk to.
Now.
And Alex Lambertides. We need to talk to you guys about putting on this barbecue competition. All they gotta do is say we're gonna do it. Yep. And then we got to find somebody to officiate it because we can't officiate it because we want to compete.
No. Here's how we do it. Here's how we do it. Okay. What you do is we get 10 teams, $1,000 entry fee, $5,000 grand prize. The other 5 G's WCR can have. Okay? I'm cool with that. That's fair. Okay. Right? That's an enticement for them.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So then we get as many teams as we can, hopefully at least 10. People's choice. That's how it wins.
Oh, so everyone gets a number?
Okay. You buy a ticket, right? $20. You get to you get to eat barbecue. You're going to go by every station you have to eat. You're going to get brisket, ribs, chicken, and pork because we're doing all 4 categories.
You don't want none. Go ahead.
Right? And you get to sample everybody's barbecue. With that sample, you're going to get a ticket from that team. You put your ticket into a box. Who had the best barbecue? Whoever has the most tickets, grand prize right there. Done.
Yeah. Come get some.
Cooking hot dogs.
I'm gonna eat it. I'll be eating.
Yep. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna assemble my team right now. Okay. Me, TJ, and Richie Blue.
Richie Blue. We gotta see if Richie Blue's allowed to go though.
Okay. If Richie Blue's not allowed to go.
Yeah. Then we'll ask Seth Byers.
Seth. Luke, have you ever worked around a smoker?
No.
You don't want me on your team, man. You don't want me on your team.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. We'll get maybe Jason Lehman. He'll scare people into voting for us.
Yeah, maybe we'll go with the alternate Jason Lehman
all
instead.
All kidding aside, dude, this is a moneymaker for, and it's a draw. It's a draw. There's a lot of guys out there.
It's a moneymaker, and plus we got people to shut up.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I'm telling you right now, okay, and Chris wants to talk to me about it, or Alex, or they can contact TJ. We can come up with the basic design of it. After all the ground rules and everything is set up, we're gonna step back, because then they can't say, "Oh, yeah, you're involved in it, so you won." Okay, and at that point, we step back.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's a wonderful idea,
dude. All we need is the parking lot. The parking lot of the hotel.
That's all we need. We need 10 fucking parking spaces to kick somebody's ass. That's all we need.
Yep.
We were talking with Jordy and Katrina, who were at the convention, and we were talking, like there should be more stuff. We need more stuff to do, We're like, like it should be like really like either, like you guys were saying barbecue competition. We were saying almost like what was it, like almost like Iron Man competition. Is that what you would call it? Where it's like you have to like go through and clean all these different types of windows.
Yeah, with different tools. I think that would
be so much fun. Like I don't
Instead
even know
of
how
speed competition, then I see what you're saying. Pro Wash Missouri says, Luke, thanks for saying hi to my 3-year-old son when I shoved my phone in your face at the huge convention. It made his week.
No, that was cool, man. No, absolutely.
I tell you what, that was the coolest thing about actually getting to walk around the trade show and stuff was meeting a few people. One guy in particular was like, dude, I own the t-shirts and all that, man, shook my hand and all that. He's like, I watch your videos, I learned this, that, and the third. I'm like, dude, that's so fucking cool, man. I mean, and then Seth was standing there to bring me back down to earth. He's like, he goes, did you get that on camera? And I'm like, no, my camera was off. He's like, good, I'm glad. You know what I mean? Just like,
TJ be running home full speed to make another video.
I pulled pork, both butts. I had like a half a butt left. I didn't pull it, so I just let it sit. But yeah, my pork came out good. I don't need to take.
Jason Lehman did one too.
I know. I got pictures, and he wanted to let me know that he smokes food too, and I'm like, okay, that's great. Yeah. Good for you.
Well, listen.
I just want to say that Reanna and I said that too about being at the huge convention. It was and I've said this several times since then because it kind of blew us away. But there's times, especially with all of us being on like, social media and all of this, we all get wrapped up in a lot of the negative crap that goes on, and the people that are just jerks, man. And when I went there, it's like it's overwhelming hearing from people how much you've affected their lives and how much you've helped them.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound super cheesy, but it does kind of make it worth it. And because then you realize kind of how jaded you get sometimes, because you get all of these just trolls and jerks online. And there's
that's
times
what you focus on.
Yeah, you get caught up in that. And when we went there, it was kind of like a refresher. Like,
well, and 2 years ago when we went, it wasn't like that. We were the only YouTubers there, and we got met with like a lot of hostility.
Yeah, it's weird.
And so this year when we went, we didn't get any at all.
Because we was rolling like 7 or 8 deep. That's why. All of us YouTube window cleaners, we kind of stuck together for the most part. Mike Nichols was hanging. It was cool. It was really nice to hang out with everybody. Meeting Mike was cool. He smells so fucking good. Mike Nichols. I know that sounds weird, but he smells so good, dude. He smells good.
What were you smelling on him?
Like himself.
Himself.
Yeah.
No particular area.
No. No. Just him as a person smells good.
Yeah.
You fucking jerk off. As opposed to stinking bad. So what are you gone for a week? Want to come back and be a dick, huh? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. No.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, we can do
the
this.
Convention, and Mike Nichols ran up to us and he gave us a present, and we opened it on our ride home, and he bought us a waffle maker for our house.
He did.
Dude, he's like the fucking best, dude. He's the best. He's a good dude, man.
So in other words, Mike Nichols walked around the huge convention for several days with a waffle maker waiting for you.
He's that kind of guy.
Yeah,
man.
he's that kind of dude. He's super cool, man. I really like Mike. That's cool. Yeah.
And the other cool thing is meeting all of those people that you talked to for years. Like, I mean, how long have we been chatting now, TJ? And we've never met. And that was cool. It's yeah. I swear, when people talk about the huge convention, those meetups and everything, I do see that people want to go for the trade show and they want to go for classes and things. But the number one coolest thing that I personally think that everyone really likes is just hanging out and bullshitting with each other. That's the coolest thing about it.
No, you know what? How much cooler it would be with a pulled pork sandwich in your hand?
Yeah. You know how awesome that would be?
We're not done with this. No, look, I say this. We put it out there.
Yeah.
And if there's not enough teams that are willing to pony up, then they can always add in. Dude, you want to make a competition big? Add chili cook-off to it. Everybody's got a chili recipe.
Maybe somebody wants to add their chili to it. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yep.
Whoever wants some, come get some. That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Totally predicated on whether or not they will allow us to do such a thing.
Dude, it's a moneymaker. It's a win-win, and you'll get more people coming for that. Yeah,
we'll give you half the money because we're going to win.
Socialize.
Yeah, and just so you know, if there's a bank of windows at the hotel lobby, and you bring a team in, and the motherfucker don't know what a squeegee or a bucket is, he ain't on your team no more.
You're out of there. You're out of there. Yeah, you got to be a window cleaner to enter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris and Alec, when's the huge coming out west? It just did. Kansas City, Missouri. That's as west as it needs to fucking be.
Yep.
How's that?
Branson.
Yeah. Branson, how's that? Mark, you can cook off at a booth at the IWCA. Yeah, but it cost him $750,000 to get inside the fucking.
And look, the last time I went, there was like 100 people there. We're going to bring in thousands of people for this, dude.
Yeah, dude. We need thousands of people to taste our barbecue, so we can win all the monies.
Is the IWCA that much smaller? I've never been to one.
I've never been to one either, but Mark and Tim said it wasn't.
I went in 2004, and there was probably 1,800 people there. It was big. Oh, wow. No. Yes, and then I went 2 years ago when it was in Orlando, and there was, I don't want to be quoted as, but it looked to be 200 or 300 people. That was it.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's like $700 to walk through the door.
Are you serious?
Yeah, per person.
Wow.
Now, do they have a bigger trade show, or?
It's probably the same thing. I mean, at their trade show, you had Unger, you had.
Don't fill at Unger's booth.
Yeah, you had.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't go to Unger's booth because they will destroy you.
Yeah, well, there was probably 15 to 20, maybe 15 vendors there. 15 companies there.
Yeah.
I thought I mean, I have nothing against the IWCA. I'm sure they're just fine. I
thought it was bigger, but it doesn't sound like that.
Well, dude, I'll tell you what. When it was closer, before this time when it was in Orlando, I think it was in Georgia again after 2004. And I went to my employees. I said, look, you guys want to go to IWCA convention, we can go to the safety training. I'll buy the full package. It's $700 a person. I go, but Christmas bonuses are going to be skimpy that year. And they go, we want our bonuses. They refuse. They go, we went last time with you, and no thanks. We're just not going to go. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but it has dwindled down due to the cost.
I mean, $700, man. That's kind of steep.
And that's just to get in the door. That doesn't include travel, hotel. For a company, it's $1,000 a person minimum. If I bring my guys, you got to feed them.
When is theirs? When does that?
I think it's in February, right? February.
That's a lot cooler that it's in February. Got to be honest. I got to be honest, because the huge convention being in the fucking summer is a fucking pain in my ass, dude.
Well, and the thing is too, like if you got guys like me and. I think everybody knows, like, we're a smaller company, so when we left this time, there ain't no work getting done. Yeah. So it's not only paying for the ticket, getting there,
it's hotel, lost revenue, it's
also the lost revenue. And that's what we rack up, and, like, this is how much it costs us to get here. Yes. We take in consideration the lost revenue, and it's like, man, it's stressful.
Yeah, well... We're not as big time as everyone thinks we are. What's up, Rob? Yeah, we're not as big time as everyone makes us out to be. We're not as cool as that you all think we are. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we're not teaching classes.
I can tell you one way you can make us big time is go to www.patreon.com patreon.com/Squeegee Life and be a Patreon. Then you can give me money.
We're Patreons.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They're Luke and Reanna are patrons of the Squeegee Life podcast. Are you? Do you want to be cool like Luke and Rihanna? Do you? If you do, you will go to patreon.com/Squeegee Life and donate now.
I really don't understand why. Why? I just think more people should support things like what you guys are doing through Patreon. I mean, I don't think a lot of folks understand. They just think you're getting on here and throwing something together and you're done. They don't understand like the time, the cost, the equipment. Mm-hmm. I mean,
yeah, and TJ pays for everything on this out of his pocket. And if you think he's selling enough shirts to pay for this, you're wrong. That ain't happening.
That ain't happening.
Look, we've thrown barbecue rub. We've thrown all kind of crap at you, and it still hasn't paid for itself.
No, it's not working. None of this is working.
Yeah, there's a bunch of kick-ass briskets being made, but the fucking podcast is still coming out of TJ's pocket. You know?
Hey, it is what it is, man. I figure this is the way I look at it. The more I do it, the more we do it, the more it'll grow, and eventually it will become what it's going to become all on its own naturally. I'm not going to force anything. So if they want to donate, they can. If they don't, they don't. But it's what it's always going to be is available. So if people are wondering about like why I changed the name of my YouTube channel, that's just so nobody can go and take the name from me. I can't have SqueegeeLife.com. So I want to make sure that I have Squeegee Life, the YouTube channel, and, use Squeegee Life, the Facebook page, before anybody else gets it. So, I'm have to, possibly I'm going to have to end up fucking just going with the SqueegeeLife.com so I can actually start the webpage so I can have a blog and people can find the podcast easier if we have a website, and then you can go in one click buy a t-shirt. Because my t-shirt guy is moving. I won't be able to make any shirts until October. So it's like Nick's ixnay on that. I do have designs ready to go. Of course, everyone knows that the Squeegee Life window cleaning history is going to be a hoodie. So, and one lucky guy won that at the huge convention. He won the first one. But I'm going to do zip-ups and pullovers, so you can get a zip-up if you want instead. Because I know some people like zip-ups. Jennifer likes zip-ups. So if I'm going to be totally honest, Jennifer is the reason why there's going to be a zip-up version of that, because she likes zip-ups, and she made the executive decision. And I like to make her happy. It's kind of like one of my things that I like to do, is make Jen happy.
Happy wife, happy life. Yes. So tell me more about the huge convention. Obviously, I missed it. So
we kicked its fucking ass, bro.
Yeah.
Now it was awesome. Hanging out with Luke and Rihanna for the first time. They both gave me hugs, which kind of threw me off. A little bit. The one from Rihanna, I kind of expected because she seems like a hugger, but the one I got from Luke was unexpected. So I will say this, we did keep our pelvises far away from each other's pelvises, so that was like one of these kind of hugs, like that. So that was good about it. I got to hug Jacob Dell. I mean, we kind of had to, I had to put my belly up over top of his belly so we could actually hug, because if not, we would have went like this, you know what I mean? We patted each other on the shoulders. But I got to meet Jared Martinez from Aztec Innovations. He is now a sponsor of the Squeegee Life podcast. So thank you, Jared. Nice. Jared is Jared is really He's cooler than the other side of the pillow, and his wife and his son are super awesome.
His son was a little angel.
Yes, he's a sweet kid, man. Jared is definitely doing it right.
You want mints?
Yeah,
you want water?
Yeah.
You want a coffee cup?
Sweet kid,
he was
man.
really nice, man.
Sweet kid. So, let's see. I got to see Lewis Coatney there again. That was cool. Of course, Jason and Seth were there with me. Meeting Chris and Alex was awesome. I got to spend some quality time with Chris. That was fucking cool as shit. Mike the Glass Guy, Steve-O and his girlfriend, Jordy and his wife. Everyone was really, really awesome, man. It was
So let me ask.
No, I'm trying to get to the good part.
Okay.
And then we got together and then we walked around. It was cool. Okay, now you can go.
Did you meet anybody and go, that's not what I expected? Like, did someone say? Did you meet someone and you might have been a little apprehensive, and then they're like,
Chris was. I was taken aback by Chris Lambertides. I wasn't expecting. Chris is not. He's not a facial person. He's not going to tell you how he feels by the expression on his face. It's just one expression.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm really glad to meet you, man. This is awesome, and his face did not move at all. I'm like.
Yeah, that was pre-recorded.
Yeah. It's pre-recorded. Yeah, I was kind of taken aback by all of it. It was really, everyone was a lot different than I expected. Everyone was. So
I don't think there was anybody.
Even you guys, you and like Seth. Seth was like hilarious.
Dude,
he was like one of the funniest people.
Yes.
Like,
That's a good dude, man.
He was really cool. I really liked Seth.
I feel like the rest of the road trip video, the rest of the video I shot, which is a lot of video, probably most all of it won't be on YouTube. Some of it'll be on YouTube, but only for Patreon members. But dude, Seth is fucking hilarious. If you seen, did you watch the video of him freaking out about the fucking car's bumpers flapping? Did anybody see that, dude? Yeah. He was so pissed off because this guy's car, when he's driving down the road, and his bumpers were flapping on this car. Like the plastic was pulled off the side, so it was just, dude. He's like, you got to get around this lady, and I caught some of it on camera, dude. He was making all these assumptions about the person driving this car. He knew it was a chick. He said she wipes her face with the Egg McMuffin wrapper. Dude, he was just going off, dude. And so a lot of it I can't use on YouTube because him and Jason are fucking terrible. But it was really good, dude. Seth's funny as shit, man. And I don't. It doesn't really come across on the podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't like meeting Seth in person and meeting Seth on social media are two different things. Seth is fucking hilarious. I had so much fun with Seth.
Anytime a camera would go on him, though, he would like turn right back to like weird guy.
Yeah.
That's why I did that face earlier. You said something about Seth. I was like,
because Luke's like, hey Seth, say something on camera. He's like, this is really awkward. That shit was so funny, man. And like I said, it was a good time. The trade show was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot of different kinds of vendors there. I mean, the dominant feature, like it was the Soft Wash Systems booth. AC had all his gear out there, all the Ghost Hunter shit that he's got.
Did he have that old truck out there?
Oh yeah, the old truck was there. Super sweet truck. Yeah. That dude's got some awesome ass like bleach spraying gear, all that proportioning, and I mean it's all built really well. He's just got shitty poles on it. Let me get that out of the way. Let me just get that out there right now. Everything, all the rest of it was great except for them shitty poles.
Is that rebranded? Is that what they're doing there?
Yeah,
yes,
Sticker It.
It's called Sticker It. It's a new brand called Sticker It. But yeah, I just, outside of all of that stuff, I have to agree with Luke, man. The getting together, the one-on-ones with people was the highlight of it. Just the same way when we went to Kansas City, Mark, same thing. You know what I mean? It was the hanging out with you. That was cool. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think, but Seth throws you for the loop because honestly, when I meet you guys, Luke and Reanna, and I think the same with TJ. When I met TJ for the first time, there was no surprises. We're just us. There's, it is what it is.
I'm the same. I don't feel like I'm too much different in person than I am on here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Jersey gave me a super awkward hug from behind. That was really fucking weird.
Oh, I saw
he just come up to me. He just come up behind me and just like wrapped his arms around me like super. I was just like very gentle. I'm like, what is going on? I turn around and it's fucking Jersey. I'm like, hey, what's up? That wasn't creepy or anything. I wore my Willie shirt there too. I should have gotten it signed. That's another thing that was super awkward. As if there wasn't enough pressure I walk up and Rihanna's wearing a Willie t-shirt. I'm like, God, this is so fucking awkward right now, dude. And then I think that's a crisis averted. It's all over. The second night, here comes Jersey, and he's got the Willie shirt on. I'm like, what in the fuck, guys?
Yeah. You know what? That Willie shirt is next level funny. Yeah. It doesn't matter if someone doesn't know you, because most of that, they don't. Yeah. And it's just funny. It's just it's a great shirt.
The guy in the elevator was like, "Oh, Willie Nelson," and I was like, "Yeah."
So he's like, is he playing in town this week?
Yes, yes, he is.
I gotta catch that.
Diego, what's up, Diego Garcia? You savage, you. Diego, I got to meet Diego in the lobby of the hotel, and he was like, him and I were feeling the same thing at the same time. I walked up to him, and I didn't walk up to him. I was kind of like walking like slowly by, and I saw him. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Diego?" And he's like, "Squeegee, what's up, man?" I was like, "What are you doing over here?" He goes, "I'm avoiding all that stupid shit." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm right there with you, man. I am totally down to do that too." So that was cool meeting him. It was cool getting to see people in person that you like interact with on Facebook. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Diego is exactly who I thought he was going to be. You know what I mean? He was really straightforward, down to earth, no bullshit. I like that. I got to meet Tom Two-Mouth from CWC. That wasn't awkward at all. He told me how childish my podcast is and how much I suck. That was cool.
It was kind of awkward. You remember that one night, the last night we ran into Sean? That was like a little weird.
Yeah, that was a little weird. That was a little weird. I was like, that was a little weird for everybody.
Phone call. I swear to God, he was like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Right.
Hello. And it's like 12 o'clock or 1:30 in the morning. We're all drinking on the patio, and everyone's yelling. He's like, "Hang on, hello." It's kind of weird. I'm like,
you want the inside done when?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there tomorrow morning.
It was a little weird.
But it was weird too, because I was like, "Hey, what's up, Sean? Have you met TJ?"
And just kind of smoothed off and left me standing there. I'm like, okay.
TJ's like, "Have you ever seen me dance?"
It was cool.
Oh,
man.
I still have the headbutt chip too.
Oh, you still have the headbutt chip? Yeah, I had enough beers to give somebody a headbutt chip, so that's cool. Yeah, just in case there was some static, I'm like, here's a poker chip. It's a free drink chip, but I was like, anybody that you feel like needs to be headbutted in the bridge of their nose, just give this to me and point them out, and I'll get it. This is good for one free one.
There you go.
Dude, it was a good time, though. I got to say that. Casper was in rare form. You know, Casper was and I tell you what, if you want to talk about a guy that's in touch with the industry and the direction that it's headed in, I know Luke got to spend some private time with him and talk with him one-on-one. He got to know what you and I already know about him, Mark. The dude's really in touch with what's going on in the window cleaning industry and the direction that it's going to be headed in. So,
I think I'd say that about Casper. I was kind of surprised who Casper was. I don't know. I just had this idea that he was kind of just like a corporate douchebag. I'm just being honest. Right, that's who I thought he was. Yeah. Just some like corporate guy, guy across the planet,
a stuffy
pumping
shirt.
Out like, but when I met him, like, he's super down to earth. He bought me and Reanna, or no, he bought me a beer. You weren't drinking, but he sat down, bought me a beer, and he's just talking to me like we've been old friends, for
he's a good dude.
Years.
The only thing
good people.
Yeah, the only stuffed shirt I met, even when I was talking to Tom from CWC, I mean, even though he is not too impressed with me, nor I too impressed with him, he was still nice, and we still talked to each other in a respectful manner without being dicks to each other. The only person that was a douchebag was the guy at the fucking Unger booth. That dude was fucking
insane. The guy
dick.
at the Unger booth was so rude. I've got that on video, and I am.
What is he doing?
It's his fault.
Okay, so
Unger, they are not allowed to let anyone film in their booth. It's not that guy's rule. It's just Unger told them, don't let anyone film.
He could have been a little bit more cool.
Yeah.
Because when I walked up...
What there was top secret, though.
I would already asked him to do it.
That's true. So I was antagonizing.
Yeah, but what there...
big camera. Hey, what's going on, man? Can you do a demo? Not with that thing over here. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but there wasn't anything top secret in that booth, though, was there? I mean, that's all that... Yeah, come on, man. Everything is...
It's just... why are you going to send salespeople to a trade show with tools and then tell people, no, you can't record in here?
Well, then I did hear that he was rude to someone.
Everybody.
Yeah.
He was rude to me.
They said they had like a 0 pull, and he was like, oh, well, it's like a first car. You get a piece of crap first car, and then when you get older, you get an Unger.
That's like that's essential. And everyone knows I'm the biggest Unger fanboy ever.
You should have asked her how that screw together modular pole's holding up. The one that leaks all over the place.
How's that going for you, Stingray guy? Huh? Yeah. You fucking nerd.
That Stingray is like the biggest waste of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Do you guys have a Stingray?
I almost bought one for skylights, and then people were like, "Dude, this thing's a hunk of shit." Now, did you see that thing that IPC's got? That looks interesting with the bottle on the end. It looks. I mean, for skylights, it would be,
And we just take those.
Get an Unger? What's it called?
That Unger doodlebug, and then we just
don't worry. Just hang tight. You got something coming that's going to blow all those away. You'll see sooner or later, right, T?
Yeah.
For skylights.
Yeah, for skylights. Yeah.
Just hang tight. But look, loose. I've been around this long enough. Anyone who tells me they're wiping a window with microfiber and pure water and all this other shit and getting good results in the sun, I'll tell you, you're not a window cleaner. That's my opinion.
No, that's
I'm
true.
too old school.
Well, we just use the invisible gloss on the green pads, and it doesn't look awesome, but it's better than getting out a ladder or getting an accelerator and putting tiles on the floors and everything else. So, I mean, it will do.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna have to tell the customer, like, hey, this isn't gonna look like super awesome, but I'll get the off of it. Right. But I totally agree. Anyone that tells you, oh no, it's perfect, they're a liar. And the same thing with the Stingray. I know everyone says it has like a technique, but I don't understand the.
I believe that John Lee can use a Stingray.
Probably. He doesn't use squeegees hardly. Yeah. No, you're right.
But we can't use a Stingray. We tried.
I figured that out. It looks like crap every time, man.
It's like Mark with the ledger.
Just doesn't work, man.
Mark will fucking he was sending me messages like, "What the fuck am I doing wrong?"
The pivot ledger.
Video, man.
I can't get the pivot ledger to work right. I just can't.
Oh, the pivot ledger?
Yeah, I have regular ledgers. I always did fine with them, and then I got the pivot ledger. I bought one from Phil and someone else who sent us pivot ledgers.
Jacob Dell
sent us pivot ledgers that he had laying around, and I have interior mall entryways that I do once a month, and I'm like, man, I really need to stop carrying a ladder in here and get a ledger on it. So I got two of those ledgers, and man, I just can't close them out. I can't close them out, and it's the angle. It's the angle that adjusts.
It's the angle of the dangle.
Yeah,
it's not right.
Just not working for me.
It's not right at all.
Yep.
What else can I say about the huge convention? It's well put together. They have plenty of classes. If you want to take classes, they've got tons of classes. The only thing they don't have is how to clean a window traditionally class. I feel like they're slipping there.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, I think a lot of people go and they just want to... I know a lot of people go for those classes, but I think that it would be really cool to have some type of hands-on training, like something. And it doesn't have to be, like, intense, but there's a lot of new people going. It'd be cool to show people how to fan a window. They did do a little bit of a water-fed pole demonstration, but I don't know. Nothing traditionally or actually, like, cleaning glass with hand tools.
Right,
so.
Right. Yeah, it's, but outside of that, I mean... the venue was amazing. I think we might be spoiled on that one. The food fucking sucked. It feel like it all came off the same truck, but every restaurant had the same exact food. It was like you could went to the Irish pub across the street and got the same quality steak as the one at the steakhouse next door. Like I got steaks at both, and they were both fucking like the best steak. Yeah, the best steak I had was at the shitty diner up the road called the something or other. I can't remember. Seth was on. He would know because he found it. That was the best piece of meat I had there from a shitty diner.
Really?
But yeah, the upscale promenade fucking restaurants and shit, they were booty. The concession stands inside the trade show.
So bad.
But other than that, everything was right there. Walk out in the parking lot
and get you some barbecue.
Yes, next year come and get some barbecue. Listen, even if you don't support the idea, Clockers, there you go, big Squeegee. Mike Nichols knows because he took my advice and went there. It was great, greasy spoon food.
Nice.
Even if you don't support the barbecue competition idea and you know that we're the best already, just let us come and sell pork sandwiches there, and we'll just do that instead.
That'd be awesome.
We'll have will they sell us a booth inside the trade show to smoke pork butts and sell them next? I want a booth right next
up inside the room.
Yeah, I want a booth right next to the Unger booth. That's what I want. A booth right next to the Unger booth so they get to smell smoke all day because we're going to be pork chopping.
Yeah, and you know what, Luke? You can stand there and point the finger at anyone who's trying to film us.
Yeah, don't film us making this barbecue. We need somebody. Medley contest is all trad. All right, Philip. All right.
They do a medley contest.
Jacob Dell said the bar had good drinks. The beer was good. There was good beer.
They were giving us those aluminum cans.
Yeah.
Aluminum bottles.
The aluminum bottles, yes. Yep, aluminum bottles. That wasn't cool. Nope. Let's see. I don't know, Mark. I think that's about it on the huge convention. It was great.
Well, it sounded like it was a good time. Well worth the trip.
Everyone kept asking about you. Where's Mark? I'm like, he's not here. Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly, Mark is not here. Where's Mark? Not at the huge convention. That's where Mark's at. If you pay $1,800, I bet you could. I'm not sure what the fuck I got to stroke Luke's beard. That's cool.
What?
Somebody got to stroke your beard.
That's weird. I don't know why people want to touch my beard.
It is a little weird. I gotta be honest. I'm with you on that. It's a little weird when people want to touch you that you don't know. It's like, why are we touching? Let's touch mutually. Let's mutually touch.
I kind of a touch.
Jersey, the next time you want to hug me, come from the front. Because the back hug, Jersey's a big guy. He's a little bit bigger than me. You know what I mean? So I was definitely, I was manhandled. I felt like I was manhandled a little bit. You know what I mean?
Did
just
he rest
a little
his chin on your head?
Yes, he actually did. If Jennifer would have been,
Rihanna's going to exit. I don't want to interrupt her. She's got to exit out.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Bye.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
It's too damn hot up here. It's like we got to get this. We gotta get this AC thing fixed. We don't have a decent return up here, so it's the air conditioner's not really doing a great job of cooling it off up here.
Oh, so thanks for Reanna ruining the fucking podcast.
Now you're just stuck with me. That's okay.
Now we're just stuck with Luke. Cost of booth at the huge is $1,800. Oh, okay, great, man.
Yeah, well, I'm putting up a G for a parking lot spot.
Yeah.
How about that?
You and Mark can have the Maker Products booth with pulled pork sandwiches. Yes. You have to show proof of purchase from the Maker booth to get anything.
There you go.
You have to buy a Maker product to get some of our barbecue. That's that. If we don't get to do the competition, that's what we're going to do.
Dude, I'm bringing a smoker because it's close enough for me. I'm throwing a smoker. Either bring a trailer. If it's a competition, I'm bringing a trailer full of equipment. If it's if it's not, I'm getting an Airbnb and I'm putting the smoker in the back of the truck and I'm driving up.
Have you guys already bought your tickets for the next year's
convention? I was thinking about it. While they're cheap.
I think they're like $99 or something.
While they're cheap, you can get them for $99 if you get them early.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, and things may change, but I don't think we're gonna go.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going then. Fuck it.
We said we're gonna make a special trip down and see you, and we were talking about going out and visiting Jordy and Steve-O this year, but we're gonna make it out to visit some folks. Just I think next year we really want.
You know what? Fuck that shit. Why don't we just all get together, all us window cleaners, just be like, we're gonna all meet here for this weekend. And we're going to hang out. You guys should come and hang out with us.
That'd be cool.
And we'll make some barbecue. We'll drink some beers. We'll hang out. We'll fucking...
it would be a lot cooler if it happened
in the wintertime.
Yeah, it's just really hard, man, to go in the summer. And I guess I don't implement enough crazy systems or whatever, but I mean, we just don't got it. We don't have it like that, and it's hard for us to go. It's really hard.
It was for me. That I don't think if there wasn't the added pressure of being like, hey, we gave you all these cool prizes for your 100th fucking podcast episode, and here's some tickets. You should come out. You know what I mean? And then the added pressure of wanting to meet you and Reanna, I was like, I gotta go because they're going. You know what I mean? There's no getting out of this.
Honestly, that was one reason we really wanted to meet you, man, and that was one of the main reasons we went. It was just like it was bad timing on our end. We just lost our employee probably like a month before, and we haven't been able to replace them. So going, it was stressful, but I don't know. Maybe things will be different. It's like a year away, so maybe things will be different by then.
Right. You never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Diego says, clock him with an elbow to a power bomb if Jersey comes from behind. Listen, Diego, I think you might have to be my tag team partner, and we might have to do some Dudley Boy shits on that big ass dude. Jersey's a fucking big guy. He looks like he tries to lift. I go to the gym. My name's Jersey. I go to the gym. The beach is that way. Hey! Fucking geek. Jersey was cool. And meeting everybody was cool. I met the other Seth. There's two Seths in window cleaning. I met WCR Seth. That was cool.
Oh, yeah. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a really good dude. I really like him. Got to hang out with him, too. So, yeah, man. It was fun. Mark, you should have been there.
I wish I could.
Yeah,
I was stuck in Texas.
That you didn't go. Yeah, this podcast just turned into a bromance. Yeah, Reanna tapped. She had enough. It was too hot and sweaty. I'm never gonna forgive her. So, that's it. She's off my friends list. I'm deleting her on Facebook right now as we speak.
You know, Reanna actually said, I think I told you. She said this upcoming year, it's going to be her last year in the field. That's it.
Yeah.
So she's going to do like office stuff.
Man, not Reanna despises office stuff, you know, and it seems like, and I get it, you know, if that works in other people's like relationships or their business relationships, whatever, that's awesome. But for us, I don't think we're not real traditional like that. It's not like, you know, we come home and Reanna cooks and cleans and cooks, and I do we try to do a lot of stuff together. But the one thing that is not traditional, I always hear women doing all the office work, and she just despises it. So I do. I mean, I do all the office work, but she's gonna try to take over more of the role of doing all of the estimates, maybe filling in some gaps here and there in the schedule. I mean, she's gonna be in the field maybe 1 to 2 days a week, maybe, but she wants to do more estimates and going out trying to canvas more. And she said she has no problem learning some of the office work. I just know it's not where her heart is, man. We're hoping to hire. I got 2 interviews this week. I mean, I just want to start piling on the people, man. What happens
to the Luke and Reanna YouTube channel if she's not cleaning glass anymore?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna change.
Do you think people really like just you, or do you think they like Reanna? And
I think they like the combination. It's the combination. It's like one without the other is not going to work. Yeah, honestly, you know.
Well, and I don't think I've really talked about it a whole lot on my channel, but we did quit uploading videos for some time over the summer, and it's just, man, it's the amount of bandwidth that YouTube takes.
Yes,
I really do feel like it's taken away from my company, and I noticed looking at the sales, you know, it's like, here's what you can do when you're focused solely on your company, and here's what you can do when you're not. You know, when even 30% of it's going to YouTube, like. I don't know. Yeah. It's a hard one to juggle, man.
Yeah.
It's
well, I mean, people that are subscribed to my channel can see the same thing. I don't. It wasn't until I went out and did all this shit for the huge convention that I started really like uploading. My uploads are few and far between during season 2. It's just too hard to do, you know. I've got a bunch of footage. You know, it's easier just to shoot the shit and then post it later. You know what I mean? If you can store it properly, like I've got a 4 terabyte or an 8 terabyte external hard drive I put all my video on. So, I mean, I'll have fucking shit to put up on YouTube, but just doing the podcast is enough. You know, it's hard to do. You know what I mean? It's easy to do the social media part of it, you know what I mean? Because it's just a boom on the phone real quick, bang, done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's super easy, but the YouTube part is difficult, man. It's super difficult, and
it's really hard.
I think I'm gonna move to a more vlog style format, and it's gonna be a lot quicker videos. There'll probably be 5 or 10 minutes for the most part. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think it's a natural progression, man, and it's really hard juggling both of them, and so I just feel like I'm cheating us sometimes, and so this year. You know, we're going to reevaluate things and see if we can't get our business, you know, under control. Because I mean, it's not. I mean, because we're having problems keeping employees, and we got to get that aspect of it under control. And once I get that under control, man, I could make a lot more videos. You know, I feel like I could because it won't be.
Dude, Let me tell you from experience, okay? Employees are a revolving door.
Yes.
Okay? Until you find a couple good ones, that stick. Because no one's going to do it like Luke, and no one's going to do it like Reanna, and no one's going to do it like TJ, no one's going to do it like Mark, okay?
Yeah.
So you've got I'll tell you what, one of the best employees I ever had came right out of the Air Force, right out of the military. He was only in for 4 years, came out, didn't have an idea what a bucket was, didn't know what a pole was, but he was willing to learn, and he was a hard worker, and he had some skill. And he stayed with me for almost 6-7 years.
That's awesome.
And you miss that, but at the same time, dude, you just gotta keep dangling the carrot in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And keep them moving forward, because and I'll tell you what, the big issue that and I'm going to get shit for this, but I don't care. The big issue now is the youngsters that you can hire in the 20 to 25 year old range, which is very productive. They're young, they're strong, and they need a good job. Mm-hmm. The millennials are very hard to do physical labor work, and window cleaning is physical labor work.
It's difficult managing them, it really is.
Yeah.
You really got to
not hands, man. The same labor pool as there was when we were their age. It's not the same
window
labor
cleaning.
pool.
Window cleaning in general is a teeny tiny labor pool, because if you find someone, my experience was, unless you're going to hire a high-rise guy, then you're going to usually want some kind of experience, because you can hire a guy and then find out he's not going to be the one going off a building. So, but when you're hiring for residential or for commercial route work, you're almost better, in my experience, to hire someone who doesn't know anything, because they don't come with bad habits.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then teach them what they need to know, and you'll know within 30 days if they're going to be a winner.
Right.
Or not,
I think it also has something to do with the extremely low unemployment that we have right now. People are really picky and choosy about what they're doing. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I'll talk to a guy.
Trump train 2020. Go ahead.
But you'll talk to a guy and everything's good to go on the interview, and then he'll call me. This has happened several times. He'll call me the next day. Oh man, I went ahead and went with another job. They're giving $1 more or whatever. But people are being extremely picky and choosy about what they do. It's not the same thing, because I think I was telling TJ this, but before this I was in a GM / district manager role for a restaurant, and I oversaw. I mean, at that one restaurant we had over 40 employees, and I did that for years, and it was I think the problem is now I second guess everything because it's my money instead of his money.
Yeah.
But back then, I remember managing there. It was right around the depression, or the recession, I should say, the recession of 2008. People were begging for jobs. I mean, it's a totally different feel. It's not like right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Back then, I mean, servers, cooks, bossers, whatever, they would take whatever they could get, and they would stay. They would be on time. They would really try to keep that job.
Look, it's also very hard to hire people now with the environment we're in. For instance, I clean a Whole Foods. They have a big sign on the front door that says, come in and fill out an application. As of sometime last year with the date, Whole Foods employees start off at $15 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Costco, I don't know if you have Costco out there, they start you off at $18 an hour with benefits. And it's very hard for a small mom and pop window cleaning company, and that's what most of us are.
We got the same thing. In Kansas, Target's hiring people as a cashier at $15 an hour. So why in the world would I want to go out in the heat and this crap job with you cleaning windows for $15 an hour when I can go over to Target, man?
Yeah. Well, with window cleaning, you get freedom. I mean, that's what my guys, my high-rise guys, have one with me about 15 years, one maybe a year shy of that. We just communicate through text every day. We have a calendar that we share. And it's sometimes I won't see them for 4 or 5 days, and they'll just send me a message. This job is done. Go ahead and bill it. Now we're going to this job. I sent their assignment out a couple hours ago for that they're going to be on this next building for 4 days, and it's and then they're well, we got to go do this too. Okay, well, you guys will get it done.
Wouldn't you think that would be appealing to people? Because I was.
It is. But here's the thing: what you got to understand, only certain people
can do that.
can do that because they have to be self-motivated to get up and go do their job every day, because most people will take advantage of it. It's appealing to everybody, but only certain are going to conform to that. Because I've always felt if I got to babysit them, I might as well do it myself. If I'm going out there to check that you did your job, I'm going to do your job.
That's true. That is true. I guess I'm kind of in the in between there. You know what I mean? Because I do everything myself, which is awesome.
Dude, we do everything ourselves. There ain't no difference.
Yeah, but the only difference, I can't at the moment. I'm not in a position to bring somebody on full time. Maybe part time I could, but full time I could not. And I don't want to do that until I can. Until I can bring somebody on full time, year round. Until I can do that, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to attempt. I tried that, and it fucked me over. So I fucked myself hard. You know what I mean? But you learn, and now I know what it takes, what it's going to take to do that. And when I'm ready to do it, I'll at least this time I'll know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I won't.
Yeah. Well, it's all a learning process. Mm-hmm. I mean, for me, when my eldest son was first born, in 2000, I was all by myself, and I was working 6 days a week, every single week. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden I looked around and said, I don't want my kid, I don't want to blink of an eye, and my kid's 5 now, and I missed everything that, so for me, it was like, all right, I'm going to bite the bullet, and then I'm not going to have to work every Saturday. But at the same time, you have to look at, I'm going to lose $2,500 a month. Mm-hmm. Can I survive with that? And can I still support my family and a baby and everything else? And it's rough. And for me, honestly, the hardest part wasn't the money. That sucked. That was hard. The hardest part was relinquishing, taking accounts that I've been doing for 10 years and go, this is yours now. Make sure you do a good job. Mm-hmm. And when they've seen you for 10 years, all of a sudden you just got to delegate. Well, this is now his job to do this. Mm-hmm. They're not you. So you're always worried the phone's going to ring, someone's going to complain, someone's going to slip and fall.
Right.
I've said a long time, it took me a long time to realize I believe the best window cleaning companies, or the best living to be made in window cleaning, is a good full-time myself and a helper. Mm-hmm. 3-4 hours every day. I would love that. Yeah. I mean, and one more. My neighbor that moved in, and God bless him, he's a great guy. He moved down here from New Jersey. And him and I get along really well. And one day he just comes up to me and he says, I always see your guys over here and you're unloading equipment, and tell me about window cleaning. So I give him a basic brief on, what we do. And and he says, man, I'm looking to do something part-time. Now, if he wasn't my neighbor, I would hire him. But I got to live next to the guy, and I love him. But I don't want to live next to someone that I no longer works for me if something happened. Mm-hmm. So I said, if you really want to learn window cleaning, I'll make a phone call, I'll get you a job. 2 days later, he started working part-time, 3 days a week for a route company.
Really?
A guy I know for 20 years. But you know what? When I see him leaving in the morning at 6 a.m., I'm jealous of him. You know why? He doesn't have to do this. He wants to go do this. And then he'll come home and tell me, this customer gave me shit about this and gave me shit about that. And my boss made me collect the work, and shit like that. But I'm like, man, I love what you have. I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've spoken to Luke about this at length. I am. I'm fucking done with residential, man. I'm fucking done with it, dude. I'm fucking done with it. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna really aggressively go after commercial accounts aggressively. I'm gonna be really aggressive with it. Starting this fall, I'm really gonna start hammering. Because I'm going to keep my residential accounts that I've had for all of these years. I'm not going to stop doing residential work, but any new residential work that I take on is going to be gravy jobs that are going to be easy for me to do, the least amount of stress, no bullshit. I'm done. I'm to the point where I'm getting ready to start. I'm going to change my website and just take the residential off of it. Honestly,
you know what?
I'm fucking tired of dealing with people. I'm tired of dealing with homeowners. There's some homeowners out there that are just complete and total pieces of shit, and I just don't want to deal with it no more.
We look at it this way all the time, too. It's like we always hear all these guys preaching about how, and I get it, that residential the invoice is higher, and I understand that. But even per like man hour and the equipment and the knowledge that's needed to get the work done, man, it's like neck and neck with storefronts if it's priced right.
Dude,
it really is. Like, if not more.
Let me interject here.
Uh-huh.
Because commercial storefronts are open to the world, it's public property.
Uh-huh.
You can walk into any mall, any outdoor mall, and find a dirty job.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Right.
Okay? And that's a job that's going to pay you every month or however many to clean their windows. Okay? I don't need to advertise. I can walk right in. I don't need to hang door flyers or put yard signs. I don't need any internet presence. For the most part, most of these guys don't even need insurance. They walk up, they give them a price, and they wash.
Yeah.
Man, but on the flip side of that, man, it's also what ruins the industry, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. For example, there's a gym that it's a long story, but we used to service it. We don't service it anymore, and they want us to come back. I was cleaning that gym at $110 per visit.
Yep.
And he wanted to give us 4 locations, and we said, awesome, 110 per location. It varied, a couple of windows here and there, but we just said, you know what, we'll take the whole account. He got a hold of me last week and said, hey, sorry, but we got to go with this other guy. And I'm like, okay, do you mind if I ask why? What happened? Was it my pricing? And he was like, yeah. He's like, you guys do a great job, but he's at $35 a visit. And I'm like, oh. And it's just, it's the classic thing, but I think that's what ruins it a lot.
$110 to $35. Holy fuck.
Look.
That's why
You're right.
And I told the guy, I was like, look, man, I will be here in 3 months. There's no hard feelings.
See, here's the thing. Luke acts like he's your best buddy. He hasn't been watching the podcast. I will tell you this, Luke. The jobs you don't want in commercial, route work. Gyms, number 1. Hair salons, number 2. Chiropractors, dentists. Okay.
No, it's not true. And I would say gyms, not. I don't think it's true. And I just have to disagree. I've got some hair salons and dentists I've had for years.
The hair salon is good until you got to clean the mirrors. Yeah. They all have freaking mirrors.
I do mirrors every time. But I mean, at least this is how I found, and I think we have a pretty established route, is that I get in a bad habit of doing that, of saying, oh, that's an Asian place, I'm not going to go in there. Oh, that's a dentist place, I'm not going to go in there. And when you do that, before too long, you're really limiting yourself, and you never know. Just because you stopped in and someone said no.
You're right. I'm just telling you of 32 years of route work traditionally, and you're going to have some good chiropractors, some good gyms, some good dentists. There's no doubt about that. They're not all the same. But for me, if I have a chiropractor comes out and says how much to clean my windows, he's different than the rest of my route, okay? Especially if he's a brand new customer. The way I do my customers now is, let's say they get 2 cleanings a month. At the end of the month, they get emailed, mailed, or they pay by credit card, they get their invoice, okay?
Yep, exactly.
The last week of the month, my wife is in here printing, mailing, emailing, doing all that stuff, right? If it's a new account like that, the first month we charge up front. You're going to pay me in advance for what I'm doing. And that's it, because I've been burned too many times by those specific. Been doing that. Yeah, gyms struggle a lot of times. I've been doing that with
houses. I've been doing that with houses lately. Like ever since that, I had that experience with that NFL coach that did pay me finally after 4.5 months.
Did he?
Yeah. Professional football coach for the Green Bay Packers. He's a defensive coordinator. What's his name? Mike Patine. He used to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Owed money for 4 months, but ever since that happened, like I've taken on a few new residential customers, and they're like, want to set it up, whatever, and I'm like, well, I need somebody there to pay me when I'm finished, or I'm not going to do it until you can be there to pay me when I'm finished. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yes, it's either that or pay me in advance, one of the two. Well, what if I don't like the way they look? Then I'll come back and make it right. But I'm not doing shit unless you pay me when I'm finished or before. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care anymore. Well, it's a fucking hassle.
That's the one thing, Luke, that I will admit, when you're doing residential versus commercial, we are chasing money all day long.
Yeah.
It doesn't end. It doesn't end.
I've gotten used to it. I remember when my route started growing and growing, I would see this huge number of outstanding invoices. It used to give me an anxiety attack, and now I'm just like, oh no, that's nothing. That's just how we.
You know what? It makes you realize your own customers can put you out of business.
Oh yeah, quicker. Quicker than shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a few that are super like they're like, There's a couple that I get the check in the mail before the invoice gets to them. You know what I mean? That's how good. Like if I get behind on my invoicing, they still send the check because they know he's been there. He's been here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then there's others you got to fucking keep reminding them and shit. Yeah, we all need more of those.
Yeah.
Oh man, Reanna and I we went. I'm definitely not in business to fire people, but we just went through a firing spree about a month ago. We fired. I think we let go 6 customers. I just called them and said, I need payment now, and we're done. We're not coming back. I'm sorry. Well, why? Why? What's going on? And you haven't paid me in 3 months. Like we've been doing this for a year and a half. Like. I need the money, and I'm not coming back anymore. We do it a little bit more professional than that, but I just got fed up because some of them were always trying to, get rid of the late payers and the smaller accounts and just get bigger ones. So, some of them were like, $50 stops, which isn't beneath me or anything, but when it takes you 4 months to pay that bill,
you got to start.
Dude, you
got to start asking yourself, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, even no account's worth it if they're not paying you. Or paying you on time,
the window cleaner's the last on the list to get paid.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We're the last to be thought about. The last to be thought about when it's time to get paid. The first to be thought of when they walk through the fucking door.
Yeah.
They go to unlock the door. The windows look like dog shit. Yeah. They look like dog shit. Friend. But when it's time to get paid, it's like, you. I forgot about you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's the worst, man. We've had a couple of scares this year with the gutter cleaning because we always tell people that they don't need to be there because it's really convenient for us. So that's how we can pile on like 6 or 7 gutter cleans in a day because I'm probably not going to be there on time. We're going to be late or we're going to be early or something's going to happen. But the great thing is no one's there. It's an exterior only service. Just go knock it out. Move on to the next, but we've had some scares because like right now I've got a bill from a lady I think it was 60 days ago or something like that. Still ain't paid the bill.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's well worth it because man, you can just crank all the gutter cleans out, and it's so much different from residential window cleaning, where you have to have the customer there.
Yeah.
To come inside the house or whatever. It's nice, man. But what do you do?
Not clean gutters because I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I bought some.
Yeah, we pretty much have a 3 month. When someone gets behind 3 months, the service is suspended. They're told that the service is suspended, and at that point, they're like a lot of times it's like my wife will be like, hey, you owe 3 months, and we've got to get paid, and they say, I just don't like writing a check for that. Okay, how about we'll bill you quarterly, but you got to, we'll do it in credit card. Really, you take credit cards? Okay. Boom. And it's just, a lot of times if you don't go in and face them, I used to watch my dad. He'd go in and, I'm here to pick up a check for the guy's not here to sign it. And he goes, okay. And he'd sit down. He would sit there all day. He's like, you're not getting rid of me. Get this fucking guy out of here. Give him some money.
Isn't it crazy? That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But those are the people. See, that's the thing. My father was never willing to walk away. Okay. I'm willing to walk away. Okay. I don't care. And you know what, Luke? You handle it a little different. I just don't show up anymore. I'm not sending you notice.
I'm the same way as you are, Mark.
Yeah,
I don't call them nothing, and they'll call eventually and be like, you haven't serviced our location, and what I do is I'll just reference the invoice, the last invoice that I sent them. Like, this is the invoice number. It ain't been paid, and when you pay that, maybe we can talk.
Dude, I told this story. I always loved this one. I had a dollar store, a 99-cent store, right? And I used to collect cash, whatever it was. And I had the job for like 6-7 years. And every time I'd walk in to collect it, he would make this face, and I hated, just fucking pay me.
Dusted by you, like.
Yeah, so one time I went in there, I washed the outside. You couldn't do anything on the inside except the door because he had all the shit in the way. And I walk up with the invoice, and a lady scoots in front of me, and she's got a cart full of 4 or 5 items, right? Dollar store. So he's ringing her up, and she's pulling the pennies and quarters, nickels and dimes out of the bottom of her purse to pay for all this shit. So I'm standing there, and I spent more time waiting to get paid than I do for the 2 cleanings a month he gets, right?
Yeah.
So, and the guy had seen me for 7 years, okay? He knows what I'm there for. He just watched me watch the inside of the door, okay? And I'm like, it pissed me off that when he had the register open, he couldn't just take the money out and set it on the counter and I'd sign his receipt. So I took his money and I quit. About 6 months later, I was cleaning the Dunkin' Donuts, which was in the same plaza. And he comes up, he's like, oh, I thought you went out of business. What happened to you? I said, we just don't work well together.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, what does that mean? I go, every time I come in there to collect, whatever it is from you, you make this face like I'm going to pull your teeth out of your head. And I go, you don't appreciate me, and I don't appreciate standing behind some lady that's pulling lint and buttons and change out of the bottom of her purse for 4 fucking items that are worthless. Okay? So he goes, well, why don't you come back? I go, it's not happening. I said, listen, find someone else by all means. Be unhappy with someone else. You're not going to be unhappy with me.
I've got a customer that used to go once a month, all year round. It's a factory. It's a candy factory, and they're fucking 3 foot by 3 foot by like 6 foot rectangle windows. Super easy. All the way, just a band around this, no pole, just one dip of the washer in your butt, and then you're good to go all the way around this thing. $100. They add on a little front like breezeway area that's got some windows. I continue to do it.
Yeah.
But every time they're always behind on the fucking payment constantly. Yep. And it's always, and every time I go in there, they're like, oh, the same thing. That look on their face like I'm fucking bothering them. But if I don't show up, they'll call wanting to know where the fuck I'm at. So I just finally, same thing. I just stopped. She sent me emails like, what's going on with the cleanings? You haven't been here in a couple of months. I'm not, you still owe me fucking money. You know what I'm saying? You still owe me money.
It's always the late payers that expect the most.
Yes. Like, it seems that way. It seems that way for sure.
The cool customers are like, oh, we'll pay you on time every time.
Yeah.
And they don't really care. Oh, if you're late, you missed the stop. It's always the late payers that are the worst.
Yeah.
They expect the most.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's just like a given.
And the one thing I've realized when I was a lot more competitive about picking up work back a few years ago, and I would walk away or lose a job because they weren't paying. I used to haunt that job and find out if someone else taking it. I'd see someone doing it, and now I look at it as get someone else because you're not going to pay them either. Let them struggle with it, and that's the bottom line. Someone who's traditionally a bad paying person. I used to think it's karma for me because I was always late paying my bills. And I'm like, this is payback for me waiting till the last minute to pay that electric bill,
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe I'll be a better person and pay my shit on time. It hasn't helped.
No, it doesn't. Because I did the same thing. I'm like, man, it's karma because I used to fuck up so much when I was younger. But now that I pay my bills on time, it doesn't matter. They don't give a fuck.
What? Storefronts are the only commercial. See, you label commercial work as anything that's not residential. But
I label it as storefronts.
Buildings, commercial buildings, anything like that are never a problem. No. I have buildings that at the end of the year, they'll have extra money in the budget that they have to spend or they're not going to get it the next year. And I have such a relationship. They'll go, hey, Mark, send us a bill for another cleaning. And we know you're not going to get to it till next year, but just send us a bill. So you get a check in the mail for thousands of dollars sometimes, and you haven't even taken the bucket out of the truck.
One of my customers, like one of my larger customers, same thing. They've got a budget.
But you know what?
They've got a budget, and if they have leftover money, they will call me for an extra cleaning. Like I'm getting an extra cleaning out of one of my big commercial customers this year. You just called me up out of the blue while I was headed down to Branson. They're like, hey, can you do the windows? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go,
but you know what? I have this one building, and it's probably a 10 to 12 day job depending on the weather. That one is very good for at the end of the year calling me going, hey, we need another invoice. And I'll send them an invoice for the job, and I'll get the check before I even. And I go, you do realize I'm not going to be able to do it for another 2 months because I'm that far. You added this in the middle of my season, and they're like, no problem. Just send us a bill. I send a bill. They send a check. And you know what sucks, T? Is going to do it after you've already been paid in advance. That sucks. The mental part of it, you're like, you're not going to make nothing on this job. Yeah,
that's true, for sure.
Yeah.
I actually took someone's advice. Jacob Dell was like, bill them ahead of time. Like I got a bank that I do like 16 different branches of this bank, and they suck. fucking getting paid. It's like fucking 90 days out. So I just like this. They sent last week before I left for Branson on Monday. They sent me all 16 work orders, and today I just sent them all as done.
16 invoices.
I sent them 16 invoices, and I've only got 6 of them done, but I still sent them motherfuckers the invoices for every one of them.
No,
I'm gonna be waiting no fucking matter what, anyways, and it's not like they're not gonna get done. You know what I mean? So I just drives me nuts.
To get all our customers on automatic withdrawal. I really do. I've been thinking about it. I want to try. I don't know why it couldn't be done. I mean, almost every there's so many things that are on automatic withdrawal. Like our mortgage is on automatic withdrawal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
A lot of electric bill. My electric bill just automatically comes out.
Set up auto pay is what you're saying.
Exactly. I want to say, and because it's like, look, man, you know exactly how much it's going to be. I'm there. The invoices can still come over to your email, but I just want to do automatic withdrawal because we've noticed that when we move everyone to paying with credit card, we get paid on time. It's always the checks that are coming late. I've got to follow up. So we've tried getting everybody to go to credit card. I don't care. It's worth paying the fees for us. And plus, it automatically gets filed away on the books, which is a little bit better too. Yeah. So anyways, I want to try to go a step further and get automatic withdrawal. Man, I would love that. Will that be awesome? I mean, all your commercial on automatic withdrawal?
Yeah. It is. We're so old school. We're finally doing credit cards. The last year we've done credit cards, and we have taken. I love it. We actually just changed our credit card company because we were getting hosed really bad because it's a lot of small jobs. I don't know. My wife did it, but it's a lot of the small jobs. So they were charging the percentage, and they were charging a fee, and then they were charging this other fucking fee, and I'm like,
hey, fuck you, man.
Yeah, they screw you. So we went right through Bank of America, and we're going to use their processing and give that a try, but for me, because we were mailing out about 350 invoices a month for route work, and with postage, dude, a stamp is what, 50 cents now, and an envelope and everything else. So we've got like 30% now email, and we need more. And
I just want to say, and I'm sure you probably know about this, but I mean, and this isn't like a plug. I don't care. You use Service Monster, Jobber, or House Call, but House Call, you can have everything on autopilot. Like you don't even touch it. You can set it up to where it automatically sends all of your invoices out on the 1st of every month.
Yeah.
You don't even have to touch it.
Yeah. We use QuickBooks, and QuickBooks will do that, but you have to sign up for their program.
But see, we use QuickBooks to track that's our bookkeeping, but you can use House Call that integrates into QuickBooks, so it takes it to a step further because you don't lose your bookkeeping aspect of it. That's why you need QuickBooks.
But you're using that to email the invoices out and bill them and everything? Yeah.
So that the House Call is actually what we're invoicing from, but we track everything in QuickBooks, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So they sync together.
But we use House Call for the scheduling, it does automatic thank you emails and reminders and all of that. A credit card processing, I think it's only 1.5%, which is I think pretty damn fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but I mean they do. It's pretty cool, man. If you ever check it out.
I'm a customer factor, man. So there's that.
You do customer factor, same thing, man. Yeah. It's just got a lot.
Same thing. It's got the same things in it. You just got to have the wherewithal to get in there, set everything up, and it will do it for you. You just got to do. It'll do it for you. There's a lot of systems out there that work. I've heard that. What is it? House Call Pro. I've heard that's really, really good too. So
it is. It's just it's
Mark Stone Age, man.
Yeah,
we are. You're old school though too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it takes some time to assimilate. You know what I mean?
You know what I do?
You'll be a part of the matrix eventually.
Yeah, we finally automated our QuickBooks enough so all the credit card processing loads into the computer on like the 24th. Then on the 25th, all of the route jobs that get mailed out load in. They're memorized transactions. And then on the 26th, anything that's cash, which we don't have much more cash, will come out. And I could tell by the date where they're sorted into. And then I'll come home early from work one day, and it takes me an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll sit there, put the TV on, stuff envelopes, take them to the post office, and mail them out. I mean, I'm looking to get that back. But
I don't have a fucking temperature gauge. I don't have a temperature gauge.
What do you mean?
For the smoker I was going to build that you sent me the hose for, and you wanted me to get a burner, I didn't get a temperature gauge.
You need a temperature gauge.
Yeah,
I got temperature gauge.
You said you were going to give me one. You said you're going to give me one. But you only gave me the fucking hose, though.
The hose and the regulator.
Yeah, you gave me the hose and the regulator. You didn't give me the temperature gauge.
Okay, I'll get you temperature gauge. I got to send you those orange towels.
It's too late. It's too late. I already bought it. Because you're a piece of shit.
Did you get your burner?
No.
No.
Can't do I've been too fucking busy. There's so much shit going on, dude. My head's still spinning from the fucking huge convention, dude. That fucking that Wednesday through fucking Friday, that fucking killed me, dude. That fucked me all up, dude. I'm all fucked up right now. I got so many people fucking mad at me right now, dude. Oh my god, and then I got this huge fucking job I gotta do. Oh my god. I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do, man.
Well, I gotta send you. I'm gonna send you 24 of the orange towels that I bought.
You've been saying that for months.
I'll send a temperature gauge in there, and I'm gonna send the burner because it's obvious you don't know how to work on Amazon.
Dude, I fucking tell you this, dude. Amazon's not good for me. I bet you that burner's still sitting in my fucking cart, dude. I'm like the biggest jackass ever. Yeah, like I talk a lot of shit. I can make a podcast happen to do YouTube videos, but if you want me to do internet shopping, fucking forget about it, dude.
Hey, that thing called add to my wish list doesn't really work.
That's not. Oh, fuck! I need to start sharing my wish list. My Amazon wish list. I need to start sharing it, dude. Yeah. Whatever, Mark. You fucker.
Yeah.
I almost had a Bigfoot moment ready for today, but Richie Blue has decided that he's taking over my Bigfoot moment. So I don't know if it'll be the Bigfoot moment with Squeegee anymore, or if it's just going to be the Bigfoot moment. Now, my intro for the Bigfoot moment, I'm going to have to redo it. I also made a new intro for my channel, but A.E. Macintosh has been using that exact opening for over a month now, so I have to fucking make a new one. I have to pay for another one.
You're not just going to keep using the same one, though, you know?
What's that?
At least you're not going to keep using the same one. Like, there's other dicks out there that'll be like, "No, I'm just going to keep using."
Yeah, I'm not going to. I don't feel that's right, because I went to his channel and I was like, well, maybe it's just a coincidence, and I went and he's been using it for well over a month, so I don't want to. I don't want to step on his toes. I mean, it's super cool. I really like it, but I feel like I'm stepping on his toes by doing that. It's not cool.
That's pretty cool, man. Because there's a lot of guys that I've seen. Little things they'll just steal, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's not cool.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, that's.
I want to say to A.E. Macintosh, if you see that intro, I swear I did not know it was yours until I posted it.
And you voxed me right when you found out. You're like, damn it!
I just, because I asked Luke, I was like, dude, I want to make a new intro for my YouTube channel. And he's like, dude, I'll tell you, there's a cool place to go get it done, and then it's really simple. Try this out. So I go there, I do it, I pay the cash. I'm like, oh man, this is really nice. I like this. I put some cool music to it, and then boom, I used it. And then like a couple days later, Luke and I were talking about YouTube, and I just so happened to got a notification from A.E. Macintosh, and then I started watching his video, and then like I don't know, it was like an hour later, I sent Luke a Voxer. I'm like, dude, this guy's got the same fucking intro as me. I fucked up. I should have went and watched. Now I went and looked at just about every window cleaning channel I could find to fucking make sure that I'm not using, because that one you sent me the other night is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use that one.
Is it really?
Yeah, but I want to wait until I get the .com finished so I can put the .com in it before I pay for it. You know what I mean?
Like the logo and it says something underneath it or something?
Yes. I want to make sure the thing underneath it says... I want it to say squeegeelife.com, but that's never going to happen. So I want it to say thesqueegeelife.com, and then I'm just going to go with that. TJ, your 8 and 9 is in the mail used for the new job coming up. I will, Philip. I've actually waited on that section. I was going to do that section Friday of the building, but I didn't, just so I could get those tubes on film for you, Philip. That's how much of a sweetheart I am. But, yeah, other than that, you know... I really need to narrow down the squeegeelife.com thing. I need to have a web page up. I was telling everybody that earlier before we went live, that I'm gonna do a .com for the podcast. There's gonna be a blog on there. I'm actually even thinking about asking a couple of window cleaners to actually contribute to the blog, Give a couple of window cleaners a space to write in. You know what I mean? Like I know, what's her name? Jeez, she's been on the podcast. We met her in Kansas City. What the fuck?
Carrie Gunther?
Carrie Gunther. I was actually going to ask Carrie if she'd like to write on there, from time to time.
She writes for magazines and stuff,
yes, she's really good. She's really good. Yeah. She's actually, that's like her, I think her trade is a writer. Besides window cleaning, she likes to write, so I thought that'd be cool. Maybe offer a couple of people the space to probably post some, write some things on the blog for us, occasionally. And a one-stop shop so guys can just start clicking and buy the t-shirt. And me and Mike will get the order will get done, paid for, and then boom, no bullshit. A little less for me. The shipping will be figured in, so it might be a little more expensive for a t-shirt now, but I won't be paying out of my pocket to send you a fucking t-shirt anymore, because that shit's killing me, man. Like, I've been fucking coming out of pocket for every shirt to send it, just to mail it, so.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, it's a little different when you just throw up your t-shirt idea on a fucking, hootie-doo scrim preener site. They fucking like cafe t-shirts or whatever, and there's little to no fucking, but these are custom made t-shirts. This is some actual dude that I know that I design the t-shirt. I send him my idea. He does me a couple mock-ups. I get a sample shirt, and then I'd be like, hey guys, you can buy this t-shirt right here from me for whatever, you know what I mean? Or, a maker t-shirt, or whoever wants me to do Squeegee Life shirts for their company. Even guys that, like Jacob Dell, I'm more than likely going to end up doing a bunch of company shirts for Squeegee Life company shirts for Jacob Dell and his power washing / window cleaning company. So,
nice.
It's just, again, they're all handmade. I want people to know that, first of all. Like, this is not a factory. This, like, a dude does this. Like, one of my personal friends and we do this. This is what we do it. So, it's difficult. So I'm not making no fucking money. I'm going to try to, the t-shirts I don't care about, you know what I mean? But I would like for some of this to pay for itself eventually. So if you go to www.patreon.com/Squeegee Life, my kids can have tennis shoes for school this year. So I'm only kidding. It would be cool. I just think the .com, it just makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Not so much to sell things. I don't care about that, but just more to make the podcast more visible and make it easier to find, and people take it a little more seriously. If I feel like outside companies that may or may not want to advertise, not everybody is like Maker Products. You know what I'm saying? Not every company is like Maker Products that'll just throw money at a couple of fucking retards talking about farts and dicks on the internet. you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it would be nice to have that platform so people can go to it and see, like, we take this seriously. We might be interested in advertising with you. You know what I mean? That would be cool.
But I think if you get the .com too, it's going to free you up a little bit more to actually focus on your content and focus on new shirts to make.
Yes.
Instead of worrying about the organization of getting the shirt made and sending it to the guy. So if you get all that kind of systemized, then you can actually worry about making content and shirts.
Full circle. Same way with your business. If you get everything automated and make it less simple or more simple to send out invoices and reminders and scheduling dates and all that stuff, it makes you more time for you to focus on your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like how fucking Philip Alexander's putting the fucking tracking number to my fucking poll in the fucking chat on fucking YouTube.
Huh.
I mean, Jesus, dude.
Did he put his banking and routing account number on
yeah, dude. Good Lord, sir.
We're going to hack into you.
Hey, no problem, Chris. Hey, Chris, seriously, it's cool, like fucking guys that are just starting out, to try to get, give you a little nod here and there for you showing interest in the things that you do. I like doing that because it was cool for, like, people, not so much on social media, but people around me to be like, give you a pat on the back and tell you you're doing a good job. It's kind of nice to have that. So no problem, man. He says thank you to Lukey too for giving him the old thumbs up on Instagram and liking his work and stuff. He appreciates that.
Who?
Chris Johnson at Pristine Soft Wash.
Oh. I don't want to let him down, but that's not me. That's all Reanna.
Yeah, that's
we love you, man. We love you.
Yeah, don't worry,
I'm not allowed to touch Instagram. She won't let me touch it. She's like, stay the hell off of it. You'll break it. I'm serious. Because people are always like, oh, man, I really appreciate you following me on Instagram. And I'm like, yeah. That's not me. That's Reanna. Like, she runs Instagram 100%.
I love Instagram. Instagram's great.
It's a nice place, isn't it? You don't find a lot of trolls.
No
a lot
bullshit.
Of
There's very little to no bullshit on Instagram.
Yeah, we love it. It's like there's the least amount of drama over there. Facebook,
you want to know why? Because it's harder to read comments on Instagram than it is on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? It's harder. You know what I mean? It's harder to get an interaction on Instagram through text than it is on Facebook. So easy to be a troll on Facebook or YouTube.
Oh my god, man! Facebook
Instagram,
is just like,
you're screwed.
That's why I love. I don't want to like plug my stuff, but my forum, I love it. You know, there's no drama. I've never had a problem on my forum. I think we've got 300 or 400 members over there, and it's just like it's super chill. Like people just help each other out, and there's no trolling. That's why I love kind of. I'm not very active on Facebook. It's just too much crap for me, man. They're like pro window cleaning. Oh my god, man!
That says that. It's so
Dude,
funny.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Right
I honestly feel like they need to make that their tagline of Pro Window Cleaning. Welcome to the Thunderdome, because that is
the Thunderdome. Yeah,
dude, it's so
you
bad
know what,
in there, dude.
You know what?
What?
Yeah, I mean, I won't even go there, but on Pro Window Cleaning, I told Chris and Alex the same thing. But I posted something last week. You saw it on the Squeegee Life page, and I got told how to do rope work with a guy that doesn't even wear shoes with laces because he can't fucking tie them. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Are you sorry? Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
And it's
like, hey,
pro
man,
window.
If you can't tie a knot, tie a lot, right?
Well, and I shouldn't say it's just like pro window clean, man. It's just Facebook, and it's just Facebook, man. I mean, that's where we get trolled the most, is our own like Luke the Window Cleaner Facebook. That's where we have the most like trolls over there too. It's just Facebook. I don't know what it is. Like YouTube it's not that bad on YouTube. You get the thumbs down or whatever, and I stopped caring about that crap. Like I just whatever you want to do. But it's like the Facebook. Yeah. And Facebook doesn't really bother me either. I've gotten so good at just like delete them from my life. You know, I mean, it's really not. It doesn't take but 2 seconds. Just boop, you're gone.
I've gotten to that point too.
You're gonna get like a second of my brain energy as soon as I start reading it. It says something rude, doop, gone. Like I don't even think about it anymore. I just ban them. Yeah. Because I think about it, it's all my. That's what I love about it. It's all my stuff, and it's like if you don't like me or what we do or what we say, that's fine. And if you want to come over here and be an asshole, it's just boop. Right. You just
I just got another thumbs down for fucking.
Oh, did you really?
Just because I mentioned that it bothers me, someone thumbs downed it. What a bunch of fucking cunts. Mark, stop yawning, you fucking douchebag. Luke, am I still banned on your forum? Yes, Philip.
Phil.
Yes, Philip, you are.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Philip. Sorry. Totally are, though. We just can't have that over there, man.
Yeah,
we cannot.
Dude.
And Philip seems like a really great guy, and we've talked to him, but I have banned him from every piece of social media. I really have, dude. Facebook, Instagram, everything. I don't know if he's ever found my forum, but if he did, I would ban his IP. I really would.
Like, listen.
Yeah, dude. Philip, man, he seems like such a great guy.
He's getting better on social media.
But amazing things about his poll, but the amount of spam that can come from that man is just daunting, and it's so quick too. I'll wake up and I'll have 45 spam comments on one YouTube video. It doesn't even make sense how he spams. I'm like, Philip, you can't just keep posting simple on one video. It doesn't, like, what is this, man? Like, at least hit up different videos, right. Like share the love or something.
Yeah, dude, he's a fucking, he does it in the comments here too. Like he'll be talking about, it has, like last week it reached a fever pitch. You know what I mean? And I was just like, dude, I cannot deal with this fucking shit anymore. See, like right there, you sound like WCR. Like, he is so fucking like jaded about, like, he thinks that everyone is out to get him. You know what I mean? That he cannot leave that. He can't leave that go. You know what I'm saying? He just can't, for whatever reason, he cannot leave that shit go. He just hammers it just over and over. It's just like, man, you're wasting too much of your brain space and your energy on that. You know what I mean? You just gotta stop doing it, man. You gotta find it within your soul to just let that shit go, dude. You have to, or you're never gonna flourish as a company. Like, the Simpole is never gonna flourish if you don't let that shit go. You gotta be, let me be unprofessional for you. You know what I mean? I'll be unprofessional for you. You can just not say anything. Mark came in and then left again. I don't know what fucking Mark's deal is, but you know.
Man, and like I, you know, and I told Philip too, you know, just reach out to me, man. Shoot me a message. We'll get some stuff posted about it. We'll get a poll reviewed. It's just like, man, you rubbed me the wrong way when you just spam the crap out of my stuff. It's like,
oh, hey, Mark, you're back on the podcast. Why do you keep fucking leaving?
I didn't notice for a while. I just saw him sitting there kind of staring like.
Yeah, he's just gone. I'm
pretty good at sitting still.
I know. I was like, damn, Mark is like serious about this conversation right now.
Yeah, he's like, listen, man, this is some serious business. I don't mean to harp on the guy, because I really like Philip a lot. I genuinely like Philip. I like his poll, and I believe in it. And I think I give him a little quarter because of how good the poll is. Like, it's really fucking good. You know, I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that are like, oh, I really like the snap and the bend in the pole, and I want it to be as flimsy as possible, because I use like 12 different poles on this job. I'm not into that, and I'm not knocking the guy. Everybody knows sometimes I'm not knocking him at all. I use one fucking pole. I'm not bringing out 12 different poles for one fucking job. You know what I mean? My thing is this: if you want to sell those things and you want them to do well and you want people to take you seriously, then you need to be serious about what you're doing. Your social media presence is really affecting your ability to sell these things to people, because people are like, dude, this guy just will not fucking quit. Like, my wife died. I'm thinking, window cleaning's being a bore for me. Buy a Simpole Sky for $99.99.99, and it's just like, what the fuck, Philip? What the fuck, Philip? It's always at the most inopportune moment. You know what I mean? Let's for instance. Somebody will post an ad, say OV8's like, try out this poll, it's fucking awesome, and then Philip will put an ad for his poll in that shit. It's like, dude, that is so fucking unprofessional, man. Don't do that. Because if someone did it to you, you'd be butthurt.
If the product is that awesome, which I think it's fair to say that the Simpole is that awesome, and I've never used one, but I have never heard a negative thing about it. Everyone raves about the Simpole, then just let it sell itself, man. Mm-hmm. Sit back. Take care of YouTube influencers, send them some polls, try to get some reviews. Mm-hmm.
Which he's done with me.
Take the good, the bad, and the ugly, but let the product speak for itself. Mm. He needs to just, I shouldn't say he needs to, because I don't want to tell anyone what to do, because I don't sell polls, and I know it's got to be hard. But if I was him, I would just sit back and try to network with people, outside of the social media thing. Message people, talk to them, and he just needs to worry about getting some cool looking photos and that kind of stuff together, man. But can't be spamming.
Yeah, you can't. It's never gonna work.
Nobody likes spam, man.
It's gonna kill it, man. I'm with you there, Jacob. I fucking love my Simpole. Fucking Mark can't stop talking about his tadpole. He loves his tadpole.
Yeah, thing's awesome.
They're fucking great fucking poles. It's just like with Perry. Perry does have a few. Or feels like he's had a bunch of good ideas, but the person really fucking makes it. Even if you do say I do like Reach It Polls, it really makes it difficult to want to buy shit from him, because he's so fucking creepy. And
dude, I wanted to buy a gunslinger forever, and I was like, it made me sick to my stomach thinking I was going to hand over $100 to that man. I was just like. Damn, I don't want to do this. I'm going to cut my feet.
And I'm not saying Philip's the same dude, but you're reaching the same status and infamy as he is with your constant spamming. It's constant. And, you don't put up a fucking Simpole Facebook page and get likes. That's if you want to advertise your poll on Facebook, do that. Don't go like when somebody posts a fucking video of a zero poll demo and you fucking slap a fucking sim poll advertisement in the fucking comments. Nobody, like, it's tacky as fuck, my man. It's tacky, dude. It's tacky. Now, if someone asks, what kind of poll should I buy? And you're like, you should buy a sim poll. That's completely acceptable.
You ever seen that? That video?
He's giving marketing 101 right now.
Yeah. Well, you ever seen that video? It's a Burger King commercial, and Phil shows up dressed up like Ronald McDonald.
You should buy a Chicken McNugget Happy Meal. Nobody wants a kids meal. Get a Happy Meal. The toy is much better. Hi, my name's Philip.
Is it toy for a boy or a girl?
Yeah. Again, I love the dude.
Is there a simple Facebook page?
I'm not sure if there is or not.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
Make a simple Facebook page, man. Get you an Instagram and get some.
Right. That is
have Jason helping him out with his stuff.
Yeah, but Jason
was supposed to put the squish on a lot of this.
Jason's tried his best, man. Jason and I have tried our very best. I feel like if anyone's curbed him as lately of anything, it's us. I think we've done the best job of curving it, but it's not as bad as it was, but it's still bad. You gotta stop that shit, man, because honestly, dude, you're fucking doing yourself a disservice because the poll is fucking great, man. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't make sense that most manufacturers have a page. He should have a Facebook page. I mean,
I would hope. I hope he does. He said
surely he does.
He said yes. There is 4. There's 4. What you need to do is consolidate that, Philip. Get rid of them all and start a new one.
Down to one, man. And don't name it a fan page.
Yeah.
I think that's weird.
Yeah, the Tucker fan page.
Tucker's got I think it's so funny that Sean made a Tucker fan page for his own. I'm like,
that is a little weird.
I don't know.
It's kind of like talking about yourself in the third person.
Well, I did. Listen,
right?
Listen. I did the same thing with the Squeegee Life podcast page. That's a fan page, isn't it? Or no? Is it?
No, but
the
name of his is the Tucker fan page. At one time it was. The Tucker fan page. Every time I saw it, I was just like, that's like me making a Luke the Window Cleaner fan page. I made a fan page for me.
Right.
It's like, it's kind of gross. Like, I've got a Luke the Window Cleaner page. You probably have a Squeegee Life. Yeah, you do. You have a Squeegee Life page, but it's just like, you didn't name it your fan page.
Well, the reason why I made the podcast page is because everyone in Outlaw Window Cleaner group would bitch and moan because we were posting, head swaps and dick and fart jokes. And this is supposed to be a window cleaning page. Yeah. So I made a podcast page. So we'd be free to do it there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, whatever, dude. I guess some dude from Oregon or Washington was like, this page is nothing but drama anymore. What, the Outlaw Window Cleaner page? All it is Tim fucking spreading inspirational fucking quotes and memes. There's not much else as far as drama going on there at all. No. I don't know. What are you talking about, dude?
I think that's all Facebook pages.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. That's again. I really don't care if anyone joins my forum, but that's like what I like about other pieces of social media that isn't Facebook, because all Facebook is just drama. Like my forum, people are just straight to the point, man. Like just all business. I mean, it's not like there's just no drama. It's just, I don't know. The same about Instagram. You either heart the photo, hey, cool photo, or that's it. And you just go the other way. But Facebook, I don't know one industry Facebook page that isn't filled with just drama. Yeah. If it's not filled with drama, then it's not popular.
Right. Jacob Bell says, if you know Sean, it makes perfect sense. Here, let me take this phone call.
It was weird.
Yeah, that was more awkward than I felt like than it needed to be. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm opinionated. I've said some things, you know what I mean? But I'm just going by what I see, you know what I mean? And, if guys want to draw lines in the sand about whose poll's better at this or that or the third, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. When a guy posts a video and the fucking poll's folding up on its fucking self, it looks like a fucking coiled rattler. I mean, what do you want me to do, man? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Whatever, bro. I'm not trying to fucking, start no shit, but I'm not going at your neck, you know what I mean? It's just a fanboy fanboying, and I'm going to fanboy for the shit I'm a fan of, and that's just how it's going to be. You know what I mean? If I feel like the sim pole is stiffer and lighter, and that's just that, and I put it on YouTube showing it, then that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Don't get butthurt about it. It don't need to be awkward. You know, I mean, you got the best fucking brush ever, dude. Who doesn't like a Tucker brush?
And you know what's crazy is like the brand loyalty. It's just, I think we've talked about this before, but you know, if someone comments on my page and they're like, I freaking hate WCR, they're the worst people in the world. I'd be like, okay, that's what's up, man. Cool.
Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever.
You know,
dude.
like I just, you know, that doesn't mean that I hate the person, you know, and so it's just weird when I'm like, nah, I don't really like Tucker polls. They're like, I hate you then, and I'm like, what? Why? Because I don't like Tucker? I mean.
I'm only going to type this one time in the chat here so you and fucking Philip Alexander know how to spell Shogun right. That's how you spell Shogun, right there. Not Showgun. Shogun, like, here's my gun. Shogun as in samurai, as in Shogun warrior. Jesus.
Is this another poll that's coming out? You got to stop with the names already.
No. What are you talking about, man? Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
Different names. You don't know what
he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's got the Excalibur and the Shogun. I'm telling you, shut your mouth.
What about the high mod?
It is the high mod. You fucking douchebag. What are you gonna do? So Richie, whatever you do, whatever you're making, don't give it a name according to Mark Tanner. Just call it a maker product, and it's all the same. Then shut your fucking shithole.
Gotta tighten that shit up because there's.
Well, he's got a 6-section pole that don't make no fucking sense. That 6-section pole don't make no sense. It's not tall enough for water-fed pole work. It might be good for trad work, but that's about all it's good for. That's just my personal opinion. He's the only guy on the market with a 6-section fucking pole. It's like 20 feet long. You need 2 more sections on it. Am I right or am I right? It's not even taller than
depending on the length of the sections. 4.7.
Yeah, it's Sim 22. There you go. Yeah. See, he's getting rid of that. What he's going to do is he's adding 2 sections to it. That's what he's doing.
It'd be good. It'd be popular in the UK.
Now, is that the black pole or is that
that's the black
Kevlar
pole? That's the black pole. The black pole, the ultra high mod pole is the 6-section pole. He didn't put 2. I feel like a 7 and 8 section because I had it just the 6 sections, and for most of the shit I did, it wasn't long enough. It needed another section. And I told him, I was like, if you want to keep selling that pole, what you need to do is take the add-on sections and just add it to the fucking pole and sell it all together. Instead of, you know what I mean? That's what I'm, and that's what I told him. That's what
pretty standard.
Do the 8-section the Kevlar pole and do an 8-section high mod pole. That's what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion. Instead of doing an 8-section Kevlar pole, an 8-section this, and then 6 sections. What I'm trying to do is streamline how many poles he's selling, Mark. Just sell the Kevlar pole, the ultra high mod pole, and a fucking trad pole. That's all he needs to sell.
That's all he needs to sell.
Yes, he doesn't need to sell 40 fucking poles. Just 3 poles, that's all you need, and then Kevlar extensions. To me, that's all he needs to do. He's got too much different shit going on.
I feel like I'm just watching.
Mark is a douchebag because what he's going to do, he's going to put a seed in Philip's fucking head, and then he's going to backtrack on everything me and Jason just got done working on him with for 2 fucking months. Yeah. No, all you got to do is plant the seed. No.
Phil and I private message all day long.
Listen, don't plant any seeds, Mark. What's that?
Yeah.
It's actually Mark's fault when I'm getting blown up with spam.
On you, man. Yeah, it's all Mark's fault. No, as soon as Mark said that, I'm like, dude, don't say that. It just took us 3 months to convince him to add 2 sections to that fucking poll, and now you're gonna go fuck it all up in one podcast. TJ, do a wrestling promo for one of the polls. Ric Flair the fuck out of it. Listen, I'm waiting for a Timberwolf to show up in the mail. When it shows up, it's going to be the best poll review ever done. I'm going to Emery King the fuck out of that poll. It's going to be gangster.
We're going to get you a Timberwolf, man.
It's going to be super sweet.
See, look at that. I don't even plug my own.
Yeah. Luke's like, oh yeah, I've got a poll. That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck that timber bowl.
Yeah. All the Phillips poles are ultra high modulus inside. Some of them have a 3K wrap.
Yeah.
TJ, you know he's going to add 2 or 3 feet to whatever you ask for. No, he's.
We want him 1 foot 9 sections.
Right. Honestly, I feel like if even the Sim 22s that he's got in stock now, I mean, I feel like if he would just, if he just add 4.2 sections to the bottom of that, it'd be perfect. He doesn't even need to go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if he's got a bunch of Sim 22s, just add 2 sections to it. You know what I mean? Cut the sections down, add them to it, done so.
30 foot's pretty standard,
man. 30
man.
foot, yeah, 30 foot standard. The 22 is just, it's 8 feet too short. It's wrong.
That's a UK thing, man. Yeah. Like in the UK, 22 is like, I think they're standard, and it's just not going to work
just
here.
Around here, 30 feet is just perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. I've got a 22 Phantom, and I love that pole. It's so light. I mean, it is like a toy. And if I know I've got smaller jobs in the day, I'll take the 22-foot Phantom just because it's just a great little pole. But I mean, if I've got jobs I've never been to or like serious like work I've got to get after, I don't take the damn thing because I know 9 times out of 10 it's not going to reach. It's like a luxury. If I got a small house, like a small 2-story house, I'll take the Phantom. Other than that, I can't take the damn thing.
I don't know what the Sim Shorty is. So is the Sim 22 different than the Sim Shorty? That's what I'm saying. Dude, you guys are all over the fucking place with this shit.
Dude, wait a minute. Remember that song parody that you made? Slim Shorty.
Yeah.
You gotta play that. You gotta close the show.
I don't know where the fuck it's at, to be honest with you.
Man, the Sim pole is really gaining like a cult following, isn't it? Like it's just so.
The Sim pole?
Yeah.
It does have a cult following.
I do. I think it's like that super, like no one's ever heard of the movie, but it's like super cool, but it has no name actors in it, but it had a great like director, kind of like Quentin Tarantino in the beginning, like Reservoir Dogs. No one knew what the hell it was, and all of a sudden it became this cult classic. And I feel. Sometimes I'm feeling like Sim pole is becoming like the cult classic right in front of our eyes. Like, I hear all these guys talking about, oh, does this Sim pole, like, what the hell is that? I've never even heard of that Sim pole. Like, people are making shit up now, and and you got this crazy guy behind it making all these awesome poles, but he doesn't know how to market them correctly. Like, I feel like it's a cult thing starting. Like, it's cool though.
Dude,
I mean,
they're great fucking poles, man. It's a fucking dude. Have you ever been to his website before? Good God.
Never. No, I stay completely away from all
I keep my life out of that.
Yeah, completely. Like, I mean, if I got sent a Sim pole, I would totally probably use that.
Dude, I tell you what, Richie,
I gotta stop right there. I was like, hold on a second. I would try out a Sim pole. I would.
Richie Blue's got one, and like he's like in love with it. I tried, Mark, when he come to the house, I show Mark the pole. Everyone that I've put my Sim pole in their hand, everyone I've put my pole in their hand, they love it. They all love my pole in their hand, my Sim pole, that is.
Yeah. What is that Sim pole? What is that? What is like I don't know the models of the Sim pole, but like the one you have, what does it start at?
I have a Sim 22, and I think it's under $1,000. Or no, I think it's my Philip. If you're still watching, which you probably are.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, put the prices of your poll in the fucking chat there. But I think it's like, Philip's gonna get your address and send you one now.
No. We got a third party this, man. I need an independent person, like independent.
Send it to me. I'll send it to him.
I don't.
I don't want you to have my address.
Just tell him you live inside of a P.O. box.
Seriously, yeah. You can send it to.
Send it directly to UPS. I'll pick it up.
He'll actually call me, and I can pick it up at CVS. I mean, I don't want to do all of that, man. I
mean, yeah, but I think they might even be cheaper than that. On the Sim pole right now is on sale. It's the Sim 22, which is a 6-section, 22-foot ultra high modulus pole. It's like 3.7-inch sections. It's really, really rigid, super duper light. $775.
Oh, there you go.
And that is like pole. No, I'm sorry, the pole. Oh. Pole only is $575. Scratch that. I don't know what on sale $775 means. Maybe he's giving you a tube and one of those fucking football brushes. but just the pole is $575, and you are not going to get a better fucking deal for an ultra high module pole. You're not. It's just, that's and
an
when
ultra high modulus pole for
ultra,
5 or 7?
Ultra high modulus, just the pole is $575.
$575.
22 feet.
And you come with the clamps.
Yeah, yes,
it doesn't come with clamps.
And I think he'll give you two. I think he'll give you two 6-foot sections for like $300 or $250. So if you want to make it,
I feel like it's only fair that at this point right now I just start going Timberwolf,
yeah,
zero Timberwolf,
yeah,
Timberwolf.
yeah, right.
Timberwolf is
that's
awesome.
Timberwolf's awesome. Yeah, it's super great. Yeah, dude.
It's only fair.
It's only fair that you do that. I feel like you should get a plug there and go. What you guys should do is go to www.windowcleaner.com and buy a Timberwolf from Luke, because Luke's on the podcast, and it's only fair.
It's not an ultra high modulus pole.
It's
it is
not.
A 30-foot high modulus pole, and I think one of the coolest features about that one is it does include. Within the water-fed pole, it does include a 12-foot carbon fiber trad pole, and it also has a cheater pole on the end of it that I insisted on having too. So it's got end defenders on every other section, so it can be broken down. We didn't want to put end defenders on every section because we were scared it was going to add too much weight, so we did every other, so you can pretty much break down every other section for trad work. But yeah, I mean, that's the pole I use every single day. So I think there's a lot of features. You get a lot more than just the water-fed pole, because it's meant to use this trad too.
The 775 number is it comes with a tucker brush and a hose.
575 just the pole.
575 just pole plain. So
yeah.
So that's all cleared up. Go buy a Timberwolf. You catch on your shirt telling us who you're sponsored by.
I think it's been kind of hard. Like I've tried not mentioning it honestly too much because
hard.
Well, I
what do you mean? Wait a minute. Dream chasing, that's robbing people. You can get a 040 on sale for that price almost. Yeah, but it's not an ultra high modulus pole though. Is it? The 40?
No way. I don't think so. I mean, the Timberwolf I think is $9.99, and that's a high modulus pole.
Yeah. You're not beating that ultra high modulus pole. That price is fucking insane.
I really don't know if he's making money on that.
Yeah, he's not making any money on that. I'm telling you, that's fucking insane for that pole.
What does a 30-foot high modulus pole run for?
Well,
from Simple.
Well, like I said, with the two sections, probably around $775, around $800 for the extra two sections and the 22. You're still under $800.
Does it come with a written agreement that he'll leave us alone?
Yeah, if you give us a handwritten guarantee.
No, it comes with a change of address form, and it comes with an application for the witness relocation program.
Exactly.
All fun and games aside, you go to www.simpole.com, check out the Simpole. Go to www.windowcleaner.com, check out the Timberwolf. I want to say thank you to Luke for coming on. It was wonderful meeting you at the huge convention. I'll probably vox you later. Tell your wife I said no, we'll let bygones be bygones, even though she ditched us. Mark, it was nice seeing you again. You know how much I love you. You're my best friend in the whole wide world.
You know it.
You're a douchebag.
Can I just? I don't want to interrupt you, and I know you guys got to go, but I just want to say, TJ, it was incredibly, it was awesome meeting you, man. And we, there's sometimes I said earlier that we focus on too many of the negative things that go on behind the scenes, the politics of the industry and everything. But just meeting some of you guys, getting to know you, Mark, Richie, Casper, Jordy. I mean, the list just goes on, and it's just crazy how many really great people are in this industry.
Yeah.
And people that are willing to help other people too. So anyways, man, I just want to say it's awesome you having us on, and it's always great.
Anytime. You're welcome.
Man.
Anytime.
It's always good to talk to you and Reanna.
Don't forget to go to Luke's YouTube channel and subscribe, because he doesn't have enough subscribers. He's only got like 12,000. Or you could subscribe to my podcast and our YouTube channel. I'm going to call it our YouTube channel now. That's why I switched it to the Squeegee Life channel. It's just Squeegee Life now, because I'm going to make Mark fucking send me videos that I can edit. He's going to start sending me shit. or I'm gonna fucking kick him off the podcast.
Yeah, anything we've done together has been brilliant.
It's always, and I wish he would just do more videos. You know what I mean? Just send me more shit because we have so much fucking fun. You know, in the winter we might, as when the season starts to slow down for me and Mark, you know, in the wintertime there's a little bit of lull in the action. We'll probably pick up the podcast two nights a week again. You know, maybe not every week, but you know, you're going to start getting extra episodes. Yeah. Don't forget to go to www.patreon.com/Squeegee Life and become a patron. Right. Yeah, it starts at $1. You know what I mean? And you'll get, like I said, cool shit is gonna be happening.
Cool shit is happening.
Cool shit is happening. So, but we appreciate all you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for all the support. And you know, we will see you guys. What do you think? Sunday?
Sunday's cool.
What do you think? All right. Well, we'll see you guys Sunday. We don't know who we're gonna have on, but you know, we'll have somebody on. Somebody will be on, or maybe it'll just be me and Mark. Maybe Reanna will come back on and she can do like the last hour of the podcast with us. Maybe we get Reanna on for the last part of the next podcast.
Maybe just Brian.
Yeah, or maybe Brian. Brian is welcome on anytime he likes. You guys have been awesome, Luke, Brian. Brian, you're very interesting, Brian. Brian is very interesting. It was a pleasure having Brian on the show. Please subscribe to Brian's YouTube channel, Cat Life, with Brian, the cat. And we will see you guys Sunday. Peace out. Peace. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Luke.
Good seeing you.